How are we living, boys? We are doing tank top lane because of the Overlords buffs that happened last patch. It's about time that we double check how tank's doing. Runes are pretty standard for what you're used to, right? Grasp gets me more health. Demolish is damage that scales with my health to the turrets, so that's good. Second wind to try and get some health back, and it scales a little bit better than bone plating does because it gives you 4% of your missing health, so that can end up being more. Overgrowth, more health, you know what we're doing. Legend haste is actually insane in lane. And we're going to figure out how to play this matchup here. It depends on what spell he started. I don't know what he has yet. Urgot is one of the hardest matchups in the game for lane Briar. That's just undeniably true. And it sucks, but at level 3 you can start trying to cook. It just depends on how much better you can be than him. And a lot of it's going to come down to how well you position your E. Because once he hits you with his E, he's going to flip you behind him, right? So your idea is that, hey, we need to position our E to send him the opposite direction to get us a little bit of an advantage. Luckily, this wave is kind of set up so well for me, where I can like just hit one of those, kind of call it a day. I'm really not too mad at that. He takes a turret shot for fun. That's awesome. I don't know, man. I mean, like, first 3 levels of lane Briar do suck, but I'm not too mad about this one. That's exactly what we're talking about there. Where you position his E with your E, and now would you look at that? You have this free solo kill in this terrible matchup. How awesome is that? You might not have expected that kill to happen so quick, but you know, that's what we're trying to do here. Now I will need help getting this wave in. We are in a rough spot here. See if we can try one assistance ping. I don't want to annoy my jungler too much, but reality is that we're in a rough spot. Not too mad about this situation at all right now. Does he really let me go free? The best thing that we're trying to do right now is waste his time to get this wave in. I can try. Oh, if he hit that, that would have been sick. Do we play for the 1-for-1, you think? Honestly, I think I'm happy with it. He TP'd, the wave is good, you need to leave, that's perfect, bro. I think we're quite happy with that. I don't really like dying there, I'm going to be honest, but the reality is that I'm up experience, which is huge for top lane. If you aren't paying attention to your wave states, and your experience, top lane will be very tough for you. Getting that wave in was an insane amount of experience loss for him, and again, if this melee goes in, even better. Their minions are stacked up, ready to fight. Mine have to spread out and figure out who they're hitting. So that means this wave comes back to me. So, although he's up 5 farm, as you can see, he's only spent 350 gold, and I've spent 800. So, life's kind of good for us. So this is kind of picture perfect where we want to be, especially in one of the hardest Briar top lane matchups possible. But it all comes down to how good you can get with your E's versus his. I do want to start picking up farm where I can because obviously 0 farm Briar is not the strat that we're going for. I would like to try and hold this wave just for a hot second. Don't want it to fly under turret like this. But we need to go ahead and get this farm up. If the wave was a little bit, if our minions were a little bit closer, we would be in a position to, you know, set it up for like a slight freeze. But overall, he kind of saw that coming. So now, as their minions hit our turret, obviously we're bouncing back to them. How do we fight this? Well, we got to do our best to not get punished for this. Now, I do have level advantage, so I'd like to punish him on that. No minions are about to die just yet, so I'm going to hit with something simple. The moment I see him E will be the time that I go for mine. And basically the idea with that trade is it sets me up for an ignite kill here in a second. Now I could pivot into this bush, hit E for a big heal, and then play for it. But I'm kind of scared of enemy jungler being here, not gonna lie to you. So hopefully I can get this minion. That one dies. Get my ward down like a good top laner. Here we go, we got level 6. Bait him to try and E us. I don't think he's about it. Look at how much damage this guy does. Oh my god, though. Champion is not okay. He is not okay. Oh, okay. That guy has interesting rune. Was that 6 cents? I've never seen Talia take that. Cancel that auto attack to make sure you can do this. Let's go ahead and go for a little trade here. Again, same thing that we just did to him. We're going to continue to do it until he learns how to E correctly. Look, man, you're going to keep getting put into that wall. Now, with high hopes, this cannon's in turret aggro. That would be best case scenario, because then you can do something like this. Go ahead and get all these into the wall. Bam. And just take a simple demolish proc here. Don't go too far for it. Actually, we did enough damage. We might be able to go for a little risky one here. So we're going to take the recall. Pray that our timing's good enough that we get this plate and he doesn't make it to cancel us, which he didn't. Nice. Really good. Now, you have to do your recall a little bit different here. Going something like this is way better. Because when you upgrade Ruby Crystal to Crystalline Bracer, you're paying for base health regen. Well, that's a fat 0 on Briar. So buying this is usually your last thing, right? Grab all the active stats that you can get, which are Giant's Belt, and purchase a cloth armor. Like, sure, it slows down how fast you're on that Heartsteel, but it's just a better recall for the right now, because we want to be in lane for a long time. Basically saying that we don't want to have to recall till we have our Heartsteel done. Now, he did buy anti-heal first. Noob down. Again, he's at 1,100 gold spent. I'm at 1,900 into pink word, so about 2k. So we are living. We don't know where Ka is at, so that kind of is scaring me. We would not like that. We're starting to equalize that farm a little bit, because again, early game was not that nice to us. It's about time for us to start trying to stack Grasp up. Grasp, basically, every time that you're in combat for 3 seconds, your next auto does an extra little bit of damage, giving you some health, too. So the idea is that you want to stack that up ASAP. It does have a cooldown. We got 2 Grasp procs that fight. And we're starting to just W stat check him, which is awesome. That's exactly where you want to be. Now, this is where I mess up. Life kind of sucks there. See if I can exhaust him just to not die to his ultimate. I got the worst end of that trade there. That was on me. But hey, man, look, sometimes I get a little overzealous, man. You gotta reel it in, right? We're right back to it. Ain't nothing here. Let's go ahead and pink word this, and then regular word this. I don't know what the odds of Ka being in our top side are, but hopefully they're not 100% like usual, and we're doing pretty good. Now again, their minions are lower health, so we know that we will be pushing to them. He is down. What's it called? He is down. What's it called? What am I saying? Health? I guess I'm saying health. Sorry, man. It is 3:30 a.m. I just had this idea for this video, so I'm hopping to it, man. Believe me, I'm doing what I can. He's down health, so we can play to kill with Ignite here. It's going to be a little tough. We can pressure the turret first. That's how you get him scared. No big deal. Him hitting me can definitely mess up his day a little bit. Do this really fast. You don't want to give him a chance to buffer E. And if he sees you W and then Q, he's going to just buffer E. And you're going to have a rough time there, right? But if you do it so quickly, you walk just close enough to him, right? And then you hit the spell. Well, now he's in this position where he has to predict, and then, you know, once he sees just a frame happen, he has to react to it. That proved a bit too much for him. He would have to just, you know, in my opinion, the correct way for him to get out of that situation is for him to, you know, he has to predict it. And how does he predict it? Well, if he was in that situation before, he'd probably just wait till I got close enough to WQ where it's like almost impossible to react. And then following that, he could try to, you know, predict when it's coming by me getting it within the range to do it, and then just Hail Mary send it. That's the best case scenario, I think, for him, because waiting to let me get super close is not going to pan out very well for you. Now, I see him doing this. I'm actually going to try make a move for his health, and we might play to dive him here in a second anyway. So I'm liking this. And we just got that Heartsteel stack, so you know we're stacking, getting it right. The 3 main items you need for this build, what are they? So you don't even know. It's Heartsteel for, obviously, the health. You need Titanic because Titanic scales with your health, does more damage, right? And then same thing with Overlords. So that's like the 3-item trifecta to tank Briar, and it's honestly one of the most degen and fun playstyles that this champ has. Especially when ahead, because, you know, you don't get a lot of AD till later. And, you know, just, you know, it's fun to do damage. Doing damage is cool. Now, I'm in a spot that, because I E'd to fix my wave, now my wave is good, right? He has an extra mage from the previous wave, so that means that their minions are going to fight better. I can pull this wave back to my turret. All I do is just last it at the exact last second and force him to fight me. So bam, get that. And I stand away from his minions so that they don't aggro me. Like when they find a new target right here, you know, I don't want them to aggro to me. Every random shot he does like that helps my minions again. I'm going to pivot back. I'm going to let this one get really low. Just again, keeping them from hitting me. You go ahead and farm, brother. We're gonna fight this here in a sec. Now, if Heartsteel ever stacks up on him, we're just gonna take that shot. Something like that. Pivot like I'm going to farm. We're going to go ahead and punish you for that one. Go ahead and E for me, brother. Whenever you're ready. He might kill me here because I didn't E. My bad. I just didn't E. Go ahead and E for me, brother, so I can E. And then I don't E. What's wrong? What's wrong with my head? It is what it is. To be fair, his champion's broken. Mine's not, to be honest. Let's be real here. Yeah, that's really all there is to it. And I do urge my YouTube viewers, please, please, please. We need to stop with the cope against other champions when we mess up. I see it in my YouTube comments so often, and it stresses me out a little bit. It stresses me out. I think that's the best way to say it. It stresses me out when you guys do that. Because, you know, my whole channel is about, like, you know, trying to keep it positive, understand what the actual problem is, and blame yourself when you can, right? Well, like right there, I just didn't E when I said I was going to E, right? I said, go ahead and E for me, thus predicting to E because I've been yapping about that this whole video, and then I didn't do it. It's on me. But if people are like, he's 0-4 and still killed you there, it's like, yeah, man. Yeah, that's how it works. You don't play good, you do deserve to lose the fight. It is what it is. He used Q, W, E, and R. All I did was Q and W. I deserve that death, man. I do appreciate that you guys want to err on the side that Logan didn't ever misplay, but Logan misplays, man. Sometimes more than I'd like to admit. Like right there, we did it correctly, right? Got the Heartsteel proc. And we just start stacking up. We're living the dream, right? Go ahead and hit a little E here and get this ward down. Again, I love this pink ward. Especially early game, it does really well. Now, if he doesn't have ultimate, we can try and fight him right now. But they do have their mid lane roaming. So that sucks. Let's see what we can do for this one. Now we get to do the thing. We're going to try and go stat for stat here. If he gets the execute, it is what it is. Yeah, that sucks, man. I expect to do a little bit more healing. I think that's where I'm messing up. Because I thought when I buffered E into his E, that I could WW2 and heal up past his ultimate. That just goes to show I'm learning a little bit. That is what it is. To be honest, you should usually never be trying to fight Urgot in this matchup till 2 items. That's genuinely just like a really big troll. And I actually just gave feats button that could have actually impacted the game negatively, so that would have just been on me. But yeah, no, I think I have to start fights with ultimate and then dodge his E with my W. I think that's the key. Now the problem with this matchup can come from the fact that a perfectly timed Urgot can always E your ultimate when you fly in. He can perfectly time the E to where that you can't hit the slide. You know, I don't think this guy's playing perfectly. I would say both of his kills are my mistakes. And, you know, not to take that away from him, but, you know, that's where I'm at. So now we're back to it, right? I got to learn 2 lessons. And I literally, in those 2 lessons, got to teach you guys what not to do. Because, hey, sometimes I'll be messing up. This stuff hurts, man. Chill out. I guess I might have to do this. He's going to Q soon where you got to juke that. His next E, he might flash, and that would suck, right? Oh, man, close. Yeah, now look at the matchup, man. You can demolish this guy the whole game. And then you make 2 mistakes, and now you're like, wait, this sucks. It is what it is. Once we get 2 items, we'll start winning the matchup again. The biggest thing is that, man, dude, this champ, Swifties, Black Cleaver, this is an assassin mage, every single thing possible. Luckily, Ka hasn't ganked us too much. What would be the best thing for the game right now? Usually when you're topside and you're starting to lose your momentum, so you go here, and then I go here. And basically what I want to do now is I actually want to pull Urgot away from the lane. If I have both sums, I can definitely win the fight, but the amount of times you'll have both of them sync up is every 4 minutes, and that's implying that you don't use Ignite, you know, for whatever other reason. So I need to be doing some crazy stuff here. How crazy do I want to get here? Let's see what we can do. Really good. It's close. Haven't really found the R angle that I want. I think it's too late. I just got to send it at this point, though. Big fear on Deserath. We're living the dream. We're going to run out of damage to actually kill this person without Ignite, but over the long haul, I think we'll do just alright. Luckily, she didn't kite to her team, so we get a free kill. Nice. Ignited just in case she flashed before my W2. Not too bad. We got a good team fight. Yeah, I mean, the ult hitting Xerath is like best case scenario, I'm not going to lie. Anytime you can hit ult, get a free hit like that, man, take it. I wonder when we tell, what is it, my support? Oh, God, you can't do that, brother. Oh, maybe you can. I stopped and I turned for the ward. We don't really want to fight right now, though. Let's try and get this going. There's not too much on my recall, but it's not too bad right now. We do need to start getting some damage items if we're going to end up fighting Urgot at some point. But yeah, the idea of side lane right now is I actually just want to pull him to the side that I'm not. So, you know, as I'm starting to lose fights, right? So we started off the early game winning fights, and then we started losing fights. We want to start taking him away from it. So I want to swap to the lane that he's not in, go hit that turret, force him to come to me, and then recall go to the opposite lane. And then just keep ping-ponging that. Now we finally get our good fight here. Get my team out on the correct key. Oh, shoot. This is not our good fight. Guys, I'm trolling. Like, I'm not trolling, to be honest. I started that fight, and why am I swapping my items mid-fight? What is wrong with me? But also, I just thought my team was more prepared for that. And to be honest, whenever you realize that you're, even now, it's like, eh, at best. When you realize that you're mistiming your fights, you just have to look at your mini-map and reassess. Like, so, before I take a fight, I obviously see something. I'm like, okay, this is a good fight. Awesome. Right? You should always try and reassess following that if it's actually still the same fight that you thought it was. Because right there, right, when I engage on Urgot, I saw my Talia walking through here. I'm like, oh, this guy's dead, right? 2v1, it's easy. I don't even have to think about Eing his E. I'm going to swap my items around. And then the reality is that Talia got bricked by 2 people here, and then I'm in a spot where I have to do this. No, I'm not helping. Ooh. Little 80 carry tilt moment. Well, luckily, you know, 80 carries always act like this, so none of us are too surprised, right? We definitely hard win this game through Aurelion Soul. He's our most fed member. Our Talia's pretty strong. Our 80 carry is actually stronger than theirs, but mental's the only thing that exists in League, right? But yeah, man, forgive me, man. It's 340. I had a hunch to try Overlords, man, so forgive my 3 or 4 mistakes, either way. You saw the start, man. Go on, talk to me. It is what it is. Our Heartsteel's getting set up again. You need to get 300 stacks on Heartsteel, and once you have that, you're good. This Lulu's hovering Urgot. I'm not too mad at that, really. You gotta be careful there, bro. I can't help you like that, man. Try and look for an R on Lulu. Missed that, but we can go ahead and catch her following. That's good. Now, Urgot likely gets away there and rotates mid. My AD carry is going to try and stop theirs. Oh, we need to give that. That sucks. I can pressure this tier 2 really hard. Demolish proc on a low health turret is usually your win con. Ooh, this Urgot got some sauce, man. I like that. But this is where I like this a lot more. Can't lie. And so I don't have enough money. Ooh, I have enough money now. How cool is that? If I can ult, should I just be there? No, Tristana's coming, right? So I won't be able to win that fight currently. If I get Titanic, I can definitely do it. Ooh, auto Q. Nice. Good job. Overlords inbound. Okay, we got that tier 2. Now, best case scenario is that you go tier 2 hunting. When you're top lane, you're tier 2 hunter. That's all you do. So, that means that we are looking for topside again. This is what top lane wants to do. You need to just go find tier 2s and rotate to fights when possible that aren't giving too much. So I would say we're doing good on that side. We could do better, though, for sure. We're starting to equalize the deficit that we ourselves created. And, again, I'm going with 3:40 a.m. diff. You ever just wake up out of bed just to test Overlords, though? Who's with me? Come on now. I know that's y'all. Now, again, that guy is saving his feathers to make sure he gets the last hit. People like that, you know, they're having a rough time in life, man. They're having a rough time. Not to overthink it, but no person that just won $1 million acts like that on League. Sorry, man. Now, if he wants to try and walk me down, that's good. The further from this team fight he is, the happier we are. Because my Aurelian Soul is about to cook, so you go ahead, you do all you want. Me keeping him here is bliss. Because he will never be able to hit this turret. He bought, he didn't buy a Bramble, so we can't mess him up on that, but he didn't buy anything to tank that turret. No armor or nothing just yet, so get him under turret and we can start cooking up. Now, Urgot did TP, that's good. Our Aurelian Soul died, so we weren't going to fight that even if he was there. Dragon Soul. Soul is win. That's usually my go-to. He left. He's going to share experience bot side, so we're going to go tier 2 hunting. As you can see, we can see all 5 players, so the faster I can do this, the better. Overlord's inbound. We at least got 2 components here. They're actually still pushing. Lulu's hovering Urgot a ton. Either she thinks he's win con or they're duo or something, but don't use W right here or you'll go to their Gromp and you delay your push. I think I'm willing to die for this. It's no big deal. But with high hopes, you don't have to die for this. Got that going. Nice. That's 2 tier 2s down. That's really good for the map. Overall, turrets deny them a lot of vision and just, you know, deny them a lot of free vision, which actually adds up a ton throughout the grand scheme of a game. But also, it's just, you know, it's flat out 700 gold in my pocket. So I've gotten 2 tier 2s on this guy. Life is really good because had I not gotten them, I wouldn't have this whole recall, which is going into the Dragon Soul fight. So it's very important. So in terms of our money, I would say we're almost practically even. He is up some experience though. A lot of that is just kill experience, in which like if we win this team fight, I get enough experience, man. We can make it even on that too. So let's start stepping up here. 3 item 80 carry, that'll absolutely shred in the right circumstance. I have both my sums, so I'm kind of a fighting machine here. Oops, someone's behind there. Tough to know where to engage right now. Go ahead and find that guy real quick. Should have fully charged that, but I was really trying to get that ward kill. This team fight's going to look very awkward. We don't have the big one on our ASOL. Looks like he found an angle though. Huge damage. Let's go for the Ka hit here. Hit Lulu, he flashes it in. Oh, give me the FF, GG. Dragon Soul, a great team fight. Aurelion Soul slides in 2-man stun. That's a certified double Briar kill. Ain't nothing to it, man. That was really good. I can actually go for a push here while they do that. They actually don't need me on that, and I might be able to get a tier 3. Aurelion Soul coming up huge right there. My god, man. Need about 800 gold. If you were to step up on that tier 3, it won't work out too good for you. Start denying their jungle. And again, look at all these minions that are dying for free. It's awesome. It's where you want to be. Get this stuff going. Give me all these wards. 350 gold left to get. At best, you could sell this for 180, so you could think of it like you only need 170 gold, which would be one wave with a cannon, but Urgot would be there, and you're not on power spike. He just got to 3 items, so obviously you, on 2.5, aren't too happy there. So we can actually just grab this Gromp. Maybe catch this next wave, and then we could keep the Doran's Blade. That would be good. We killed them so fast last teamfight that we actually didn't even get a Heartsteel stack. Like the 2 people I hit with Aurelion Soul, insta-kill, ult, kill Lulu, all happened before that. See how he wants to do this fight here. Get into the wall. It won't be close. Aurelion Soul damage be like. Alright, now we got Overlords. Life is good. So we've completed the trifecta of everything that we want here. 69 AD extra. So we're at 99 AD on this. And right now it's just giving us 3. So the number shown is the retribution. So we have 99 AD plus whatever else follows. Which is sweet. Unfortunately, I think enemy team's going to FF here. Right as I get the item, but this was a good game to me. We had the good, my early game. We had the bad, my late early game. And then we have the ugly enemy team. I'm still really sold on these summoner spells for top lane. You need to be able to scrap, man. And even in this game, like, had I not made so many random mistakes, imagine how much further ahead I'd be, right? I mean, he's cooked now, right? You can't win 1v1s anymore, bro. Yeah, thanks for the flash. And that's the Overlords diff. Now, when you guys heard me say at 2 items we win, well, that's 3 items. So if we have an answer to the matchup at some point, then the idea of the matchup becomes just get to this point, right? Get ahead as you can for free. Oh, my boy is sending it. Oh, they see me. That's why they're not going in. I see. Smart players. But you see the damage diff now, right? And that's kind of how matchups are figured out. It's like, how do you get to the point to where you win? And that's all you want to do. You don't want to do anything extra. And by the way, I'm dead. Oh, wait. Aggro took me to Lulu. I'm living. If Urgot stayed closer to me and didn't run away, I would have actually died there. Nice. If he has ultimate, that would suck. I'm going to buffer my E to put her into the wall. She didn't think she was the target, of course. It's just simple support brain there. Do I ult that? Oh my god, my AD carry just got grilled with everything. Nice. They have a lot of AD, so you could think about another armor item, but you know me, man. I'm a sucker for Spear Visage healing. Nice. Now we do have Dragon Soul, we have 3 inhibs, and the best thing to do is actually just wait for Elder and kind of force off that. But as you can see, my team's getting antsy, bro. They want a free win. So plays like this don't surprise me. We are sitting at a cool 5k health though. That's pretty sweet. Look at the damage. Boom. 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 It's not even close, man. But yeah, that's how matchups basically like get figured out. It's like once you can win, Like, regardless of anything, right? He was ahead at that point. Once I realized that my champ wins at 3 items, then it's just trying to get to 3 items. And how do you do it efficiently and so on. Maybe you start taking coal in this matchup. Maybe you don't make as many mistakes. That's also a pretty good one. Get in the wall, man. See my demolish? Oh. My AD carry is still farming their jungle, by the way. I am Logan Jungle. No, he knows, GG. Shit, man, how did he know? If you guys didn't see the story, he said, wait, are you Logan Jungle? I said, who's that? Sorry, we saw the scene for you. But yeah, that was a sweet game, honestly. I mean, like, you know, the reality is that I want every YouTube video to be me playing perfect 24/7, but it's just not reality, man. Oh, the top lane account's back in Diamond. For anyone that doesn't watch my stream, this top lane account decayed from D2 to this because 5 accounts is too much. How'd you know? Gee, brother. But yeah, 6 damage. Obviously, he started cranking at one point. It is what it is. 22 isn't too bad. Third most on my team. Damage taken is doing good. Money, we're actually up 700, and some of that is just, you know, my team and whatnot, but most of it's actually those tier 2s. Those tier 2s were going pretty crazy. I want to see turret damage. 10k flat. Boy, come on now. Nice. Yeah, it's sweet. It's just an awesome game. I mean, luckily they didn't FF, so we actually got to see the Overlords Titanic Heartsteel. Dude, it's so good. Yeah, no, I wish I didn't make so many mistakes. But, like, look at the time. It's 3:52 a.m. I have finished a full shift of the gym, streaming, WoW, and then YouTube videos. Bro, my brain is cooked, man. So if you could forgive me, I'd appreciate it. If not, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I will see you guys. We have some good videos coming up. Sometimes it sucks that there's like breaks in between them, but it is what it is. Bro, I was trying to pick Briar top a while ago and was watching your videos. Here they go, brother. Testing tank Briar right now. Did good till I 4 a.m. brained it. Go to bed, man. Sorry, getting on him. You guys have a good one. We talked to him for a little bit. You guys have a good one. Thank you so much. Peace.